Travelers all around the world often face one big question before planning their next adventure. Should I go to the United States or should I go to Europe? Both are dream destinations, both are packed with attractions, and both promise experiences you will never forget. Yet they are also completely different worlds. In this video, we will explore both sides in detail. We will look at accessibility, cost, culture, food, attractions, lifestyle, safety, and much more so that you can decide which is the better choice for your own travel style. Let us begin with the very first step, which is getting there. For most international travelers, the United States feels like a once-in-a-lifetime trip because of the sheer distance. If you are flying from Asia, Australia, or Africa, you may spend over 10 hours in the air just to land in New York, Los Angeles, or Miami. The visa process can also be strict, often requiring interviews and long wait times. Europe, on the other hand, feels far more connected. With the Schengen zone's streamlined access, you could step off a short flight in Paris and be on a train to Rome within just a few hours. There are also some new updates that travelers must keep in mind. Soon, visitors to Europe will need a digital entry permit called ETIAS. This program is expected to begin in the last quarter of 2026 and will cost €7. For the United Kingdom, an online authorization known as ETA is already in place and costs £10, which is about $12. European borders are also introducing biometric entry systems that use face scans and fingerprints. These are scheduled to begin in October 2025, with full operation expected by the spring of 2026. These changes are designed to improve security and speed, but they do add an extra step to planning a European holiday. Next, let us consider the matter of cost. Money often becomes the deciding factor for tourists, and here the two regions feel very different. The United States offers many kinds of accommodation, but hotels in major cities such as New York, San Francisco, or Chicago can quickly drain a travel budget. A mid-range hotel room in Manhattan might cost as much as an entire week of hostel hopping across Eastern Europe. Food in the US is diverse and portions are generous, but restaurant prices and tipping rules can raise the bill faster than you expect. Many visitors find road trips more affordable than domestic flights thanks to relatively low gas prices, which is why renting a car has become a classic American experience. Europe provides a contrasting picture. Here, travelers discover budget airlines where tickets sometimes cost less than a taxi ride in New York. Hostels, boutique hotels, and Airbnb stays make lodging flexible and often cheaper. Food can be both inexpensive and extraordinary. A fresh croissant in Paris may cost just a couple of euros, while small plates of tapas in Spain offer delicious variety without breaking the bank. Another important factor is the strength of the US dollar. At the moment, €1 is worth about $1.03, which means Americans get more value for their money in Europe. In fact, one traveler reported spending just $4,170 to explore 14 countries across Europe in 55 days. That equals only $76 per day, which she noted was less than her monthly rent in Los Angeles. By comparison, hotels in American cities still average between $160 and $180 per night, and many properties add resort fees of about $40. So for budget flexibility, Europe often wins. Yet if you enjoy the freedom of the open road and are willing to spend more for comfort, the United States has its own special appeal. Now it is time to think about attractions. This is where both destinations shine, but in very different ways. The United States is about scale and grandeur. Imagine the endless horizon of the Grand Canyon, the thunder of Niagara Falls, or the geysers of Yellowstone erupting high into the air. The US also boasts iconic cities that define modern life. New York with its dazzling skyline and Broadway shows, Los Angeles with its Hollywood magic, Chicago with its architecture, and Miami with its tropical beaches all present an image of energy and size. Europe feels like stepping into a living museum. In Rome, you can touch the Colosseum, a structure that has survived for nearly 2,000 years. In Paris, you may walk under the Eiffel Tower and then enter the Louvre to see the Mona Lisa. In Athens, you climb the Acropolis where the foundations of Western civilization still stand. Europe captivates through layers of history and culture. The United States impresses with vast natural wonders and modern icons, while Europe enchants with heritage and tradition. Culture and lifestyle also differ sharply. In the United States, life moves quickly and with bold energy. New Orleans fills the air with jazz. New York dazzles with Broadway every night. Nashville pulses with country music. And Los Angeles continues to shape global entertainment through Hollywood. America is a melting pot, and its diversity is felt everywhere. Europe flows at a different pace. Here, traditions stretch back centuries. You may sip coffee in a Viennese cafe, where Mozart once performed, wander through Istanbul's historic bazaars, or join a Spanish festival that has been celebrated for hundreds of years. Streets often feel like open-air museums with cobblestones and medieval facades. So if you crave the fast rhythm of modern life, the United States is the stage. If you prefer heritage and tradition, Europe is the theater. Travel style is another distinction worth noting. Distances in the United States are vast, and to explore properly, most visitors rent a car. The legendary Route 66 takes you from Chicago all the way to Santa Monica, while the Pacific Coast Highway offers breathtaking ocean views along California's edge. Families often head to Disney World in Florida or Universal Studios in California, experiences on a scale that few other countries can match. Europe is made for wandering on foot and traveling by train. Cities are compact and walkable. Imagine strolling through the narrow streets of Florence, discovering hidden squares in Prague, or enjoying coffee in a Parisian boulevard. Trains are fast and reliable, linking country after country. With a single Eurail pass, you can pass through French vineyards, Swiss mountains, and German castles in just a few days. For the open road, the United States is unbeatable. For ease of cross-border discovery, Europe is unmatched. Safety and comfort are always priorities for travelers. Both regions are generally safe, but they have different issues. In the United States, international visitors often worry about headlines regarding crime, though in practice, most tourist areas are secure with ordinary precautions. In Europe, the main concern is usually petty theft in crowded tourist centers such as Barcelona, Paris, or Rome. Healthcare is also a contrast. In the US, sudden medical needs can become extremely expensive, while in Europe, emergency healthcare is more affordable and often partially covered for visitors. So both regions are safe with awareness, but Europe can feel less stressful in emergencies. The season you travel in can transform the entire experience. In the United States, autumn covers New England in fiery colors, summer is perfect for national parks, and winter brings world-class skiing in Colorado and Utah. In spring, the cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. paint the city pink, while summer nights in New York seem endless. Europe has its own seasonal charms. Spring fills the Netherlands with tulips, summer turns the Mediterranean into a playground for sun-seekers, autumn colors German vineyards in gold, and winter makes Vienna and Prague glow with Christmas markets. Both destinations are magical year-round, but each offers a different atmosphere. So which is better for tourists, the United States or Europe? The answer depends entirely on your style. If you dream of epic road trips, immense natural wonders, modern skylines, and cultural diversity that reflects the future, then the United States is your perfect destination. If you long for centuries of architecture, traditions layered with history, and the ability to step into new cultures every few days, then Europe is your ultimate journey. Perhaps the truth is that you do not need to choose it all. Many travelers visit Europe for one trip and America for another, and realize that each gave them something priceless. The United States offers adventure, freedom, and sheer scale. Europe offers intimacy, tradition, and cultural depth. Together, they create two halves of the travel experience that every global explorer should enjoy at least once. So when you plan your next adventure, ask yourself what feeling you want to chase. Do you want to stand at the rim of the Grand Canyon under the endless American sky? Or do you want to wander through cobblestone streets in Paris where history whispers at every corner? Perhaps the best answer is both. Life is long, the world is wide, and travel is the most rewarding way to experience it fully.